Stormy skies over Jersey, but the rain has held off for what has been some incredible racing here for the 5th time at the spiritual home of Supertri. And this swim amongst the boats has been really pivotal in how the races have shaped out in the Supertri format, and we have all enjoyed every minute of what has been some incredible racing. And now, on the Extra Time Show, it is time to wrap it all up and review what has just happened. And hasn't it been an incredible race? We're going to head down now to the black carpet, where we have Adam Leach, who's been braving things down there the entire time, and also Annie Emerson.
Well, thanks, Will. I mean, we are trying to catch our breath down here, Annie. What a dramatic day. But let's start with talking about that women's race and that domination from Jeanne Lehair again there. What an incredible performance once again.
Once again, she looked so in control and so smooth and didn't put her foot wrong. And there are lots of mistakes were made today. And you can understand why that happens. But somehow she just nails it, even when the conditions are really hard.
And how about a word on Leonie Perriot as well? Because, I mean, she started slowly. She said she was very, very cold when she jumped in the water, and that was the reason. But, I mean, she just motored through.
Yeah, I mean, she finds herself, I think, in the form of her life, really, right across the board. In the past, her swim has struggled a little bit, but we saw on that third and final swim how she came across Georgia Taylor-Brown and swam in front of her. We've never seen that before from her. So I think the swim was really important for her. But absolutely, I thought she was cold on the first swim, but she's so quick on the run. So great to see Leonie up there on the podium again.
And I need to ask you about the way this league title series is now poised. There's 4 athletes in the female ranking, separated by just 3 points, enhanced points in Toulouse for the grand final. Wow, we have got a blockbuster coming up. I mean, where's your money?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard, really, to not put your money on Jeanne Lehair, for sure. But it's points and a quarter. So you make a small mistake and anything can happen. As you say, it's 4 points separating. And we have Jolien Vermeulen as well, who finished 4th, but of course won in Toronto. She's sitting in 4th. She's not going to give up and going for a title victory, I think.
Yeah, and for Jeanne, I wonder though, is there anything she's got to overcome mentally? She even said in the interview straight afterwards, well, the way Toulouse always goes for me, yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, you can tell the way she's talking about it, that it's in there niggling it away because she's so close. And of course, last year she was just 2 points away from taking the victory. So let's hope those nerves don't get the better of her.
I just quickly want to ask you about the team dynamic in Podium as well. I mean, two athletes right up the top again. And John Anthony is talking so positively about how his team operates. How are you seeing it?
I'm seeing a manager that is just coming into his own, that he's going from strength to strength. We know at the beginning of the season there was a problem there with Tim deciding to leave and go elsewhere, but John has taken over the reins really, really well, and the dynamic in the team is absolutely 10 out of 10 at the moment. Well,
thanks very much, Annie. And now we are going to move over to our race winner here, bringing Jeanne. Well, how lovely, bouncing, and why not as well? Another win. I mean, you've had a little bit of time to reflect on this now. I mean, how are you feeling?
I mean, quite the same as when I finished the race, like super happy and quite relieved. And yeah, I was not starting the race in the best mood ever because, yeah, as I said, I was a bit afraid of the bike, probably because of last week when I crashed. And I was like, I don't want to take any risk. I said to John, sorry, but I may finish 10 today. And so I didn't know. So that's great. And yeah, as well, Leonie finished 2nd. So for the team, when it was girls, we were in front. And the boys did well too, even they had some crash and stuff. But I think in general, we are probably still leading, I guess. So that's great.
Yeah, I mean, going to Toulouse, obviously there's a lot on the line for the team, but there's a huge chance of a title now for you. But I was just saying to Annie, 4 athletes separated by 3 points. I mean, it is tight, but you lead the way going there. So, I mean, is this going to be a nervous couple of weeks for you, do you think?
No, I mean, I was leading before Neom 2 years ago and I didn't win. So I was very, very stressed at this time because it was the first time ever I was in this situation. So I think I learned from that, and now I always try to keep like easy peasy and more like it's kind of bonus for me. Like if it's going well, good. If it's going bad, sad. But yeah, after the 2 last year in Toulouse, I prefer to not put any kind of not goals, but I'm like, you never know what can happen, like in the good and the bad, and last time it was pretty bad, so I will just hope to finish the race first, and if it can be, like, I opened a little Chinese stuff yesterday, and it said I will do a podium in Toulouse, so it didn't say I will win. But if I can be on the podium, it's good, so let's at least be second.
Well, I mean, if that's what the fortune cookie says, then you're well in. John, many congratulations, well done. And now we're going to cross over to Will, who has another superstar athlete and a superstar manager with him.
I don't have a superstar manager with me yet. I have my child that I'm taking to the snow. It's extremely cold. Georgia Taylor-Brown, who was just bested in the end, and it just comes down to that run speed. And by your own admission, not quite there, but you were trying to lose Jeanne and Leonie on the bike.
Yeah, I think I just have to try and play to my strengths. I know that I don't have the run speed against these girls, and also the transition speed, because they're super speedy. So I have to do my best to get rid of them on the bike, and I tried, but I failed at doing that. But at least I've thinned the field out a little bit, and there was only 3 of us at the end, and that's what I was trying to do. You know, I didn't want Jolene getting back in the race.
Yeah, and she sort of bounced up and down, as you saw, and then ended up finishing 4th overall. It's very tight at the top of the leaderboard now. You just said to me, I don't think I can win, and then we ran through the maths, and it turns out that 100% you can win, because there's more points on offer coming into Toulouse, and you did it last year.
Well, yeah, to be honest, I don't really back myself, so I haven't even looked at the points and the maths, because I genuinely don't know that I can win. I mean, that sounds really defeatist to say that, but now that you've said it's only like 3 points, maybe I can win, because there's more points on offer. And yeah, again, I'll just have to play to my strengths. I really like the Toulouse course. It's got the little hill in there which I can really try and attack, and it's technical again, so yeah, we'll see what happens in 2 weeks.
Big crowd in to watch you. Thank you so much for everything you do for this sport and continuing to be such a stalwart. I'm going to move on to John Anthony now. I'm going to let you go and have a, I don't know, hot shower? Walk the dog?
Yeah, that's dressed very British.
No doubt. All right, thank you so much, GTB. JA, I tell you what a up and down day for you. Lots of ups, but didn't quite work out at the back end of the men's race.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm looking at it from an overall team perspective, right? And therefore I'm saying it's an overall up. We came into Jersey 8 points ahead of Crown. We're now 38 points ahead of Crown, right? We've extended the lead, and that was the game plan. That was our plan all along. So I'm not gonna, you know, we won't spend a lot of time kind of looking at or criticizing, you know, the performances here individually, right? We have some very tough conditions, and that's what Supertri is about, right? This is exactly the kind of conditions, the kind of performance we look for from our athletes. But our focus is on the team win, and that's what we came here for today, and super proud of them.
Yeah, I feels like that you've really raised the bar for what a Supertri team is all about. I mean, the athletes are all turning up to every event in all their kit. They've got everything, all the 1%ers are done, and now it's starting to show. Do you feel like that? Is there just this little hint of smugness that's in the back of your head now?
No, you know, I don't think so. In fact, I think I take it for granted, right? Like, we spend a lot of time when we show up to venues like this prior to the race in our team meetings. We talk a lot about what it means to be part of a team. You don't hear us talking a lot about the individuals, right? I could spend this time talking about that we have 6 individuals in the top 10 across men and women right now. That's not my focus, right? And not to take anything away from Jeanne Lehair or Leonie, who are in 1st and 2nd place, but our focus as a team is to show up and race and operate as a team. The short shoot today is a really good example of that, right? I feel like the default decision would have been to give it to Jeanne. And it was, to be honest, I wasn't 100% confident I made the right call on that one. But I felt it was important for Leonie to have the shot going into the swim, because that was the right decision for the team, and it worked out. So yeah, I don't take it for granted, but it is the ethos that we're trying to build here.
Yeah, it's certainly a gutsy play to not give it to the person that earned it, but it worked out for you, and congratulations. I'm gonna thank you, and I'm gonna throw back now to Adam Leach.
Thanks, Will. Annie, wow, I mean, the men's race. Let's talk about the men's race. I mean, an extraordinary goings on at the front of that race. Ollie Conway, absolutely incredible for him. John Lehman with that short shoot, and Vasco. I mean, have we ever seen anybody serve a penalty in a short shoot within about 3 seconds?
It was, well, it's all what Supertri is all about, right, isn't it? I mean, we have it all. We've had it all today. But take nothing away from John Lehman. He was the strongest out there on the course today, and it's deceptive when you see him race, because he always looks like he's in great pain from start to finish. But that guy is, you know, head down. He works so hard. He's a really talented athlete. So really good to see him come across the line first. But Ollie Conway, you mentioned him, and I've got to say, just outstanding performance performance for the young British athlete.
Yeah, and then when we look at the team standings as well, Annie, I mean, Podium, they've really stamped their mark on it after this race here. Is there any way back for Crown? Have Podium got this in the bag?
Well, I know MG's not in earshot, thank goodness, but I think there's absolutely no chance. I just think the way John Anthony's managing the team and the camaraderie within the athletes, and they all seem to be in such great form right now that I think that they're going to be virtually impossible to beat in Toulouse.
Yeah, and of course Chongor as well. I mean, he said after the race, like, a dream just to race, a dream to win, and now a potential dream of winning a title here. I mean, it's kind of almost come out of nowhere.
He'll love to lose for sure. He'll race well on that course, I think. And I think that previously we might have just been looking at Vasco, but now we absolutely have Lehman in the mix there. I think he's going to be, definitely on for a podium finish, if not the top of the podium, come the end of the series.
Well, thanks very much, Annie. And here stood the other side of me, a man who I imagine is feeling a little bit disappointed, a bit gutted after what happened out there, Johnny.
Yeah, a bit sore. Yeah, well, basically, it's all going quite well. I was in good position. I was feeling quite good. I was like, right, I'm in a pretty solid position here. I can swim back on maybe. And then another guy, Charles, crashed in front of me, and I grabbed too much front brake and went down hard. And was feeling a little bit sorry for myself. But then I thought, with this crowd and this amazing venue in Jersey and all the support of all the young guys, I had to get round. So at that point, it was all about staying within 90 seconds.
Well, I also want to ask you, Brownlee Racing is very much about sustaining the legacy of British triathlon that you and your brother have helped create. Ollie Conway, I mean, what a talent he looks like.
Yeah, Ollie's an incredible talent. I saw his talent first for the first time in Toronto, and there's two things I picked up. One, he loves it, and that's great for the long term of sport. You got to love training if you do triathlon. And secondly, he's got a good head. You can see he races well. On the bike, he's aggressive. On the run, he's aggressive. He wants to get the front, and he's going to have a good future on him. And he absolutely loves training. He trains hard, and he's a good lad.
Well, thanks very much, Johnny, and we'll see you in Toulouse. And now we'll go over to Will.
Yeah, we're just talking to Parker Spencer off air there about, he's like, our men we're trying to bring on, so our women need to score the points. It was the other way around today, mate, and this is what Supertri racing is, but you walk away a race winner.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. Supertri racing is a roller coaster, and you can't predict it. You have no idea what's going to happen, and we had some bad luck in the women's race. Unfortunately, Nino went down. Then you had a flat tire where Anna was just killing it, having a great day. But I couldn't be more thrilled with the guys. Like, for me, my whole reason, my whole motivation for Supertri is to give these young guys opportunity to be, and they get to be around the best in the world, like Shansker, who's been a great mentor to the younger guys. And then Mathis has gotten better in every single race. And then I get to give guys like Carter a start. And then Reese Vandersen will be back with us again in Toulouse. So for me, we're accomplishing the ultimate goal. I don't want to be in last place. We got to have a big race in Toulouse. Last year, our team won Toulouse, so that's the goal going into Toulouse.
Absolutely. And speaking of people that won Toulouse, I'm going to go to Vasco next. Thank you so much, Parker. Congratulations. Vasco, come over here, buddy. I can see you shaking. I see you shaking, so I'm going to come to you quickly. A quick thought on how that went, mate. You've such ups and downs. You're a race winner before. It's not as if you're breaking through for your first win, but that one was in your hands, I feel, until just at the end.
Yeah, that's what I felt as well. I tried to take control once I was back in control, because that first swim didn't go so well. I was a bit in the back, and I worked my way up. I got my short shoot, which I didn't have in Toronto, so was trying, to not do any mistakes and do the little things right. I was, as you said, most of the race in the front, controlling the race, doing what I could. I felt like there was, well, I don't know if it's my race, but it's definitely my race to sprint to win it in the end with Shongur and with Connor. Yeah, and all of a sudden MG just comes with some surprising news. You got a penalty. And well, I did what I could. I sprinted that first lap, but still didn't open any time to Shongur. And then I sprinted that second lap to try and catch up with Shongur again, but that was impossible. Just, of course, very happy with the shape, and I felt like I did a good race, but a bit annoyed at myself for doing such a amateur mistake, I would say.
Well, bittersweet's okay, but you've come a long way since you first turned up here in 2019 as a man who didn't even need to shave yet. So here we are on top and with a good chance of taking out the whole thing in Toulouse.
Yeah, well, definitely interesting now, shaving before the race. You don't have to do that, so extra energy. No, actually very fun to be back here. 2019 was an incredible experience for me. Never made the final. It was kind of my first experience with the big boys, so happy to be here as one of the big boys trying to race for that win.
I don't know how big you are, but yeah, fair enough. The big name.
It's what's inside that matters.
All right, Vasco, thank you very much. Go and have a hot shower, mate. Congratulations. I'm going to throw over to Adam, and then I'm going to come and join Adam. So, Adam, I'll go to you.
Thanks very much, Will. And here's Will.
Hey, see, it works. The magic of television. How good. Come on in, Annie. Wow. I mean, let's first of all, well done for staying out here and braving what has been all the elements all day. The crowd really turned out. I mean, from the commentary box, it looked incredible. The people of Jersey turn out for anything, don't they?
I mean, they absolutely love it here, Will. I mean, we've been in schools and doing activations the last couple of days. We were up at 6 a.m. rebuilding this course after the storm yesterday. I mean, it has been, we've had everything Jersey could throw at us, but it dried up and it was fantastic and great support here. Absolutely amazing.
What's so good about Supertri, Annie, is that we see these people come and cut their teeth in Supertri and then they get success, and then the next minute they're going on, they're conquering the world of triathlon across all distances, and we're repeatedly seeing stars born, and I feel like there's a little bit of that today as well.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Shongalima has already stamped, I think, his mark on triathlon, but to come here today at such an iconic event, everyone is so happy to be back here. The people that have gone before here and taken the victories, Alex Sheev, Vincent Louise, and now he can put his name on the Hall of Fame. And you're absolutely right, so many stars are born here in Jersey for sure in the triathlon world.
And obviously the people turned out and they were rewarded with that, and I hope we can come back to Jersey again and again, year on year. It's such a fantastic place to come, the spiritual home, as we keep talking about, but it sets us up now for Toulouse, because the way it works with 2-round results in the grand final, it's so finely poised with more points on the line in both the men's and the women's.
Yeah, I mean, you almost wouldn't want to call it now, would you? I think the only thing we feel confident of is at Podium. I've probably got the team's title. Don't say MG that, I said that. But yeah, I mean, the men's and women's, it's probably going to be winner takes all in Toulouse.
We keep sending you back into Michael Gilliam just when we think he's the most enraged. We're like, well, we'd hate to talk to him now. Anyway, we'll go to Adam with him. How has that little journey been for you?
He basically, you throw to him every time he's doing this. Michael, quick word, please.
Yeah, it's definitely been something. Anyone who doesn't think that the team managers and the teams are getting put into it, well, they are completely wrong. It's extremely important to the teams, and it is to John Anthony, who sits on top, and then we're going to go to Toulouse in a couple of weeks' time. Annie Emerson, thank you for joining me in the commentary box. Adam, thank you for braving the elements. That's all from us for now. We will see you in 2 weeks for the grand final. It is wide open. If you love multisport, do not miss it. We'll see you then.